Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel, where it is time for Match Week 23 predictions of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now, obviously, Match Week 22 has just ended, and we've obviously watched probably quite a dreary affair, to be honest. It was Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. I can see Jupson already with his prediction of Liverpool Manchester City. I will get to that Manchester City game very, very shortly as well. But evening to Jupe and evening to Thriller from Manila. I hope you are doing very well, my friend. So let's have a quick look on how everyone did in Match Week 22 now. It has to be said that I only got 8 points. I got 2 perfect scores, in fact. I got the Tottenham-Chelsea game. That was Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. So I was very, very happy about that. And I also got Burnley against Manchester City absolutely spot on as well. So that was a 2-0 win to City and a 1-0 win to Chelsea. So yeah, not too bad. Top scorer in the comments. I'm not sure if he is here yet. But the BBL and Bluebird Legend got 11 points, so very, very well done. And Bluebird Legend with another high score, so very, very well done as well. Thriller from Manila says 3 straight Premier League losses for Spurs. I'm loving it. Yeah, do you know what, Thriller? It was a very, very poor performance from Tottenham. Really, really poor. Really, really poor it was. And also, you'd have to say that. The games are coming thick and fast for them, actually. So yeah, definitely a really, really poor result for Tottenham. But yeah, I would imagine you'll be enjoying it anyway. Bits and Bobs is in. Hello, Bits and Bobs. Boring game. Yeah, it was absolutely dire, wasn't it? A diabolical defending from Dyer gave away the penalty for obviously Timo Werner to obviously Jorginho to put away. So, definitely. Balanzan, hope you're doing well. Could Manchester win at the LFC for the first time in many years? LFC are out of the title race. I will get to that game when I come to it, for sure. And I will answer any questions on that as well. So, first game to preview and predict is Aston Villa against Arsenal. And the last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 2 wins to Villa and 3 wins to Arsenal. The last result was a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. Aston Villa are coming off the back of a 3-1 defeat to West Ham. What you can say in that game is that West Ham were very, very good. Villa were not so great. So, I have to say that it was good to see. It was good to see Grealish get the assist for Ollie Watkins. I mean, the only good thing about Aston Villa was my fantasy football team, in all honesty, with Watkins in there. So that was good. Evening to Jamie Gretton. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. But yeah, this is a really tricky one because obviously Arsenal coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat to Wolves. Main news on Arsenal front is that David Luiz's red card has been upheld. So a bit weird to have that, but yeah, that has been upheld. I have honestly no idea why. Look, clear matter is, it's not a red card. It's not a red card. He's trying to get out of the way. He's actually trying to get out of the way of Willian Jose. So I thought it was a very, very, very bad decision to send him off. But Burnley will obviously be missing this game because of a red card. He basically punched the ball, didn't he? He absolutely punched the ball, didn't he? He basically goes like that. It's a shocking decision from Burnley. So with Arsenal, obviously Luiz down and Leno down. This is a very interesting game, I think. Villa beat Arsenal the last time. I'm actually going to go for Villa to win this one. I think they will bounce back in this game. We might be seeing now the Arsenal plummeting down the table again, possibly. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Aston Villa. Guys, get your predictions in the chat, or if you are watching the live video after this is obviously processed, then leave your predictions in the comment section down below. But I am going to go for a 2-0 win to Aston Villa. So let's see what some of you are saying. We will be without Leno and David Luiz through suspension. Yep. Evening to Jamie. Hope you're doing well. Are you happy with Adrian being third choice? Happy LFC kept Origi, who are Southampton playing now. Southampton playing Newcastle. Yes, they are. Hello to Diz. Hope you're doing well. United Way. John is in. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It's all gone Spursy on a Thursday night. Another season. Not a trophy in sight. What a feeling. What a night. Yeah, I think the Arsenal fans are definitely enjoying that. Arsenal will play the Iceland goalkeeper, I think. Yes, they will. Good evening to Shane. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Bednarek's red's been rescinded, isn't it? Yeah, weird one. Bednarek's been turned over. Indeed. That means he gets a 3-match ban. No, I don't. I think only a 3-match ban is excessive foul play, I think, from memory. For sure. So yeah, for sure. Louise and the Southampton player with awful tackles. 10-match game ban for both of them. Yeah. Definitely. Scottish preview later. Livingston amazing form. Have the cup final soon. How are you feeling about it, bro? Yeah, feeling confident. Feeling confident about the weekend's game. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 0, says Shane O'Donnell. LFC need that Livingston form. Rangers are doing an LFC in their league. Yep, absolutely, from last season. Matt Ryan debut. Villa should nick it 1-0. Yeah, I think Villa should win that one, in all honesty. I'm going to go for a Villa win. I think Villa will win that one, in all honesty. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Aston Villa. If Chris is watching from Villa Together, then yeah, I'm going to go for your boys to beat Arsenal this weekend by 2-0. This is an early game as well, 12:30. And now the last two teams to beat Liverpool at Anfield meet at Turf Moor. It is Burnley against Brighton. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Burnley, 2 draws, and 1 win to Brighton. And in fact, the last meeting was a 2-1 win to Brighton. Oh yeah, Matt Ryan's injured, of course. I forgot about that. And Matt Macy's gone to Hibs as well. So who knows? Who knows who's going to be on the bench for them? But yeah, definitely a very interesting matchup, this one, because Burnley coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. Look, games against Manchester City are not going to define your season. It's against teams like Brighton. It's teams against Newcastle, Crystal Palace. That's what your season is going to be defined on, I think. So, yeah, I mean, Burnley, they did put in a good shift against Manchester City. Very unlucky to, lose 2-0 in the end, but, City's class came through in the end. Brighton, congratulations on a fantastic win against Liverpool at Anfield. I have to admit that, because you were fantastic. You deserve to win. Offensively, you were fantastic. Defensively, fantastic. Liverpool ran out of ideas, and Brighton did deserve to win. So very, very well done to Graham Potter. Worked his magic, as people would say. This is a very tricky one to call. I know Brighton did win the last meeting between Burnley and Brighton, but I've got a feeling that Burnley will bounce back. I think they've gone on a little bit of a tricky run, but then again, they have had Liverpool, Chelsea, and City recently. So I think I'm going to go for a Burnley win in this one. Burnley 2, Brighton 1. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Burnley 2-1 win against Brighton. But again, it is a very, very tricky one to predict. That is for sure. Let's see what some of you are saying. The chat will catch up anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Burnley in this one. I think it'll be a good game, that one, to watch anyway. And now we have Newcastle United against Southampton. The last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to Newcastle, 1 draw, and 1 win to Southampton. The last result was a 2-1 win to Newcastle. Well, Newcastle, good start through John Joe Shelby against Crystal Palace, but after that, Crystal Palace deserved to win. Wonderful goal from, was it Riedewald? Absolute cracker. Yes, it took a deflection, but the power took it past Carl Darlow in the Newcastle goal. And Gary Cahill getting his 50th Premier League goal as well. Brilliant result. Really, really brilliant result for Crystal Palace. And that's a result where you would expect, I think Palace are much better away from home than they are at Selhurst Park. That is one thing I can say for sure. Shane O'Donnell just coming in there with a Burnley 2, Brighton 1, so agreeing with me. Disdain is going a draw, is my guess. And Jamie Gannon's going, Southampton will bounce back, going 3-1 Saints. Bruce to be sacked soon. Interesting. Well, on to Southampton. It's happened again. 9-0 defeat to Manchester United. All I will say in this game, the boy, is it Krankovitz? Is that his name? Oh dear. Not a great debut. Shocking tackle on McTominay. Glad McTominay is okay. But it was a very, very poor tackle. Really, really high, late. If that is anywhere near the leg, I can tell you now for a fact that leg is being snapped right there. It is a shocking, shocking challenge. He will learn from it. He's a young kid. But after that, Southampton just capitulated. I know Manchester United were very, very clinical. And yes, the stats don't lie. 14 shots on target, 6 off target. So they had 20 shots and they scored from 9. So I think that's very, very good. Yeah, Southampton. I mean, what? The last time they went on a run like that, the last time they lost 9-0 at home to Leicester City, they went on a fantastic run. Can they do the same? I don't think Newcastle is the team to be playing, though. I really do not see that at all. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say that Newcastle will get a rare win at St James's Park. I'm going Newcastle 2, Southampton 0. I'm going to go for as well. So let's see. Some of you are saying Magpies 9, Saints 9, says Diz. Imagine. Newcastle United 1, Southampton 2. Pera Cahill, explain the Leipzig game for me. What do you mean? Do you mean the fact that it has been basically not going to be played in Germany? I've already done a video on that, so we'll go and check that out. Go and check that out as well. There's some Premier League predictions here. So the next game is a London derby, and we have Fulham against West Ham. Last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 1 win to Fulham and 4 wins to West Ham. Last result was a 2-0 win to West Ham. Fulham losing 2-0 to Leicester City. And again, that's not that game that defines their season, as I've said. It's going to be a very, very long season for Fulham. And obviously with Brighton winning, Brighton have taken themselves a little bit further away from the sort of the chasing pack in the bottom 3. So that is one thing you can say for sure. But yeah, Leicester were very good winners in the end. West Ham, fantastic performance, and especially Jesse Lingard. Yes, good to see him on the score sheets. 2 goals, and he actually played very, very well, to be fair. Could this be the kickstart of his career? Obviously, went a wee bit stale at Manchester United. Hopefully, it will be good for West Ham. But West Ham are absolutely flying right now. 2 points behind Liverpool. They could go above Liverpool before Liverpool play against Manchester City, and that would drop Liverpool to 5th. So West Ham going really, really well under David Moyes. I think this is going to be another West Ham win. West Ham seem to be doing very, very well at this moment in time. I am going to go for a 2-0 win to West Ham. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to West Ham. Jegster's in. Hello, Jegster. Hope you're doing well. Does saying hi to Jegster. Fulham 0, West Ham 2. We seem to be on the same wavelength, Shane. We seem to be on the same wavelength. I like it. Lingard to score and wins it for West Ham, says Disdain. Yeah, I can see Lingard potentially scoring again as well. And the 8 p.m. kickoff is Manchester United against Everton. Very interesting game for sure. Here we go with the blooming stupid comments. Would Klopp trade Lingard for Ox next season? No, definitely not. Even into Seamus, hope you're doing well. Do you think West Ham will get a Champions League place or Europa League? If they keep it up, then I can see them definitely in Europe. I would say that now. I don't know what they're going to get, but the way they're playing, who knows? And the way that other teams are playing, Liverpool included, I think they could. In all honesty. So the next game is Manchester United against Everton. As I've said, last 5 meets in the Premier League, 2 wins to United, 2 draws and 1 win to Everton. Last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Manchester United equalled their biggest home win, 9-0 against Southampton. stretching all the way back to 1995 when they beat Ipswich Town by 9-0. And I think if I remember, Andy Cole, Roy Keane, Mark Hughes, and Paul Ince were on the score sheet that day. It's nice to see the goals were shared out this time. But then again, do you know what? Manchester United were thoroughly clinical. Great to see Luke Shaw on the score sheet. Aram Wan-Bissaka on the score sheet. Luke Shaw is a different player. He is a different player. But Manchester United, they have to keep winning to keep up the pace with Manchester City, because it seems to be between the Manchester clubs at this moment in time. Everton, a very good 2-1 win over Leeds. And all you can say is that it was a very good win for Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin back on the score sheet, Gylfi Sigurdsson as well. Big news is that Pickford might be injured still. So it could be interesting. Could be a very interesting game, this one. I think they play better with Olsen in goal, in all honesty. But for this game, I think it'll be a narrow. I don't think it's going to be a 9-0 game, this game, in all honesty. I think Manchester United will win this one. I think they'll be too strong for Everton. It won't be a comfortable win, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think they will win this one by 2-1. Let's see what some of you are saying. Shane O'Donnell's going for a 3-1 Manchester United win. Jegster's going for a 2-2 draw. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, to be honest. United 2 inconsistent. It's a draw and no clean sheet either. Yeah, I know they got a clean sheet against Southampton, but is Leicester City Manchester 12? Yes, it is a 12:30 kickoff. And Seamus Murray is going for United 2, Everton 0. So that takes care of the Saturday games, and now we are into the Sunday games, and we have just watched them. It is Tottenham Hotspur against West Brom. Last 5 meets in the Premier League, 2 wins to Spurs, 2 draws, and 1 win to West Brom. Last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. What can I say about Tottenham? 3 defeats in a row. I think that's the first time Jose Mourinho's lost 3 in a row. I think. I could be wrong. And they've been to Liverpool, Brighton, and Chelsea. Now, Liverpool and Chelsea you could probably forgive. The fact that Chelsea have got a new manager and Thomas Tuchel, new manager bounce, etc. Liverpool were struggling under Jurgen Klopp, but now they managed to win that game. Brighton was the big one. They were very, very poor against Brighton. So it's tough times for Tottenham. Tough times, and they're definitely missing Harry Kane. You can definitely see it. Vinicius didn't have a shot all night. Very, very tricky. Very, very tricky night it was. Yes, it was very, very wet as well, but that's no excuse. I think Moura and Son had a couple of chances right at the end, but it wasn't a great game to watch. And Mourinho, say what you like about him, he always does his magic in his second season, but he's in a bit of a tough time at the moment. So yeah, West Brom, I mean, they lost again, 2-1 to Sheffield United. If anything gets worse for West Brom, it's the fact that Sheffield United are now almost level on. I think they're either level on points or 1 point behind West Brom now. So it's quite frightening. It's quite frightening indeed. But surely this is a Tottenham win. Surely they will get a win in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Tottenham. I think Tottenham will bounce back in this one. West Brom are so poor at this moment in time. But then again, Tottenham are so poor. But I wouldn't be too surprised if it is a draw. But I am going to pick Spurs in this one. Tottenham 2, West Brom 0. So let's see what some of you are saying for the Spurs-West Brom game. Seamus Moore's going for a 1-1 draw. To be fair, Seamus, I would not be too surprised if it is a draw, in all honesty. Spurs 1, West Brom 3, says Jigster. Wow. Enjoy it. But that would be amazing if that happened. Enjoy, Josie Spurs fans. Low, they will lose again. Might do. Tottenham 2, West Brom 1. Perix going Aston Villa 3, Arsenal 3. Wow. That would be a very, very good game to have as the 12:30 game on Saturday. So the next game to preview and predict is Wolves against Leicester City. Last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 2 wins to Leicester, 2 draws, and 1 win to Wolves. Last result was a 0-0 draw between the side. Well, Wolves getting a very good 2-1 win over Arsenal. The one thing you can say, though, both goals were fantastically well taken. Ruben Neves high into the roof of the net for the penalty. Very good. And we've probably seen one of the goals of the season from João Moutinho. Thunderous strike. Absolutely wonderful strike from João Moutinho. Willian Jose looks like he makes a bit of a difference for Wolves as well. It's a very good win for Wolves, but whether they can keep it up, they should never be in 14th place. Let's put this straight now. They should never be in 14th place. But they are where they are. So that is unfortunately for Wolves, they have to say that. But Leicester City coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Fulham. James Justin and James Maddison with both goals. Tielemans looked really good as well. Big news for Leicester is that potentially Jamie Vardy and Wilfred Ndidi could be back for this game against Wolves. So really interesting one, this one. It's a tough one. It is a tough one to call. I could go draw. I could maybe go 2-1 either side. But I am actually going to go for a 2-1 win to Leicester. I think Leicester are the better side at this moment in time. I just don't see Wolves winning this one. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Leicester City. So let's see what some of you are saying in the chat. Shane O'Donnell's going for a 2-1 win to Leicester. Seamus Moore is going for Wolves 0, Leicester 2. Wolves to lose, Vardy hat-trick. If he's fit, that is for sure. And Jegster is going for a 2-0 win to Leicester. And now the biggest game of the weekend. It is Liverpool against Manchester City. Last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 2 wins to City, two draws and 1 win to Liverpool. The last result was a 3-1 win to Liverpool. 1892 Reds podcast is in. I hope you're doing well. They're going for a 2-1 win to Leicester as well. So it could be interesting, that one for sure. Liverpool. Well, you go 68 games unbeaten, and then all of a sudden you lose to Burnley and Brighton. Yeah. Explain that one. I honestly don't know. It was a poor performance against Burnley. I think that's the worst performance of the season so far, the Brighton game. Watch the highlights back. They looked really poor going forward, Liverpool. Really, really poor indeed. And the signs look ominous because Manchester City, as I have said, have not conceded a goal since I think the 3rd of January. That was Chelsea away. That was a Hudson-Odoi goal. And ever since then, I've kept clean sheet after clean sheet. So Manchester City have not won at Anfield since the 2003-2004 season. Are they going to end their hoodoo? Well, I have done a preview with Dominic Rich. That will be out tomorrow. You will see what prediction I have for that. For this, I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna say this. I think the best we can hope for in this game is a draw. So I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. But that has been very optimistic, I would say. So I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw between Liverpool and Manchester City. Let's see what some of you are saying, because I know there's a lot of Liverpool fans in the chat. I saw Dupe's prediction was 2-0 City earlier as well. Seamus Moore is going for Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. Shane O'Donnell, as a Liverpool fan, I hate to say it, Liverpool 0, Manchester City 2. That could easily happen. Could easily happen as well. With our defence keeper issues, Liverpool 1, City 2, says Jigster. City win and Reds can't score again, says Diz. I say it will be a replay of July. 4-0 City. Oof. That would be a heavy defeat, that. That would be a heavy defeat. But yeah, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Let me know what you think about that game. Let me know what your prediction is for that game. Not an easy one to predict, let me just say that. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. And now, improving Sheffield United against improving Chelsea, you'd have to say. This is going to be a cracking game. This is a 7:15 kickoff on Sunday. Last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to Chelsea, 1 draw and 1 win to Sheffield United. And in fact, that Sheffield United win came last season. It was a 3-0 win to Sheffield United. Well, Sheffield United looked down and out many, many weeks ago. Now they have got a couple of fighting wins, you'd have to say. Manchester United away, nobody expected them to win against Manchester United. They only lost 1-0 to Manchester City, and then they beat West Brom by 2-1, and that was coming back from a goal behind as well. So Sheffield United, confidence will be high in the camp, you'd have to say. And the fact that they did beat Chelsea last season, they will be going into this one with a bit of confidence, I think. Really, really well done to Sheffield United. Chris Wilder has done a fantastic job at Sheffield United. They are now on 11 points, so 1 more point, they will surpass the lowest points total set by Derby County in the 07-08 season. So that, yeah, they are on 11 points. That Derby only got 11 points, didn't they? So, yeah, Chelsea, we watched them earlier. I watched them. I thought they were very good against Spurs. Let's be honest, Timo Werner was in the side. He actually played well. I thought he played very well. In fact, won the penalty from Eric Dyer. Honestly, Eric Dyer. Why does Mourinho pose with Dyer at the back? I really don't know. But Chelsea are very, very good under Tuchel. You can see the ideas that he's getting across. That 3-4-1-2 seems to be working. 3-4-2-1 seems to be working for Thomas Tuchel at the moment. Tough place to go, but I'm gonna pick Chelsea. I think Sheffield United have been on a good run recently, but I'm just gonna pick Chelsea. I wouldn't be too surprised if this ends in a draw, and I wouldn't be too surprised if Sheffield United get a shock win as well. But I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win to Chelsea in this one. I nearly said Sheffield United there, but no, 2-1 win to Chelsea. And let's see what some of you are saying. Shane O'Donnell is going Sheffield United 0, Chelsea 2. Diz Dane is going Chelsea 1. Honeymoon period for them right now. Yeah, absolutely. Sebastian's going for a Liverpool 1, Man City 1. Jegster's going for Chelsea 4, Sheffield United 0. Oof, that'd be interesting. 3-1 Chelsea, says Sebastian. Seamus Moore is going Sheffield United 0, Chelsea 1. And Peter Cahill's going 6-0 to Chelsea. Could be interesting, that one. And the final game to preview and predict is Leeds United against Crystal Palace. Last 5 meets in the Premier League have resulted in 3 wins to Leeds and 2 wins to Crystal Palace. The last meeting at Elland Road was the 23rd of August 1997, and Crystal Palace won 2-0 that day. So it's been a long time coming since these two last met in the Premier League. So it's been a long, long time since that happened. Leeds United, well, what you can say is that they're very, very entertaining to watch. But they score goals, but they concede goals. And again, against Everton, bad defending, very, very poor defending again. Everton deserved to win, you'd have to say. But yeah, Leeds United, I think they're better away from home than they are at home. They seem to be getting more points away from home than they are getting at Elland Road, which is very surprising. Crystal Palace, a very good 2-1 win over Newcastle, as I've said. Very, very interesting to see what was actually going to happen in this game. Riedewald, very good goal. Cahill getting his 50th Premier League goal as well. So it's a tough one. It's in front of the Sky cameras on a Monday night. I think the last time Leeds played on a Monday night, I think they lost 4-1 to Leicester City. So they don't seem to like playing on Monday nights. So because of that, I'm going to go for a Crystal Palace win in this one. Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 2. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Crystal Palace. So let's see what some of you are saying in the chat. Seamus Murray is saying Leeds 2, Palace 2. Sebastian is going 3-2 to Palace. A bit of a goal fest there, Sebastian. That would be very interesting for sure. Shane O'Donnell is going for a 2-1 win to Palace. I swear me and you are on the same wavelength tonight with predictions. I really like that. I really like that for sure. But yeah, guys, that kind of wraps it up for Match Week 23. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Bluebird Legend, you will get a shout out in the next video. And if you have enjoyed the live stream, then please hit the like button, please hit the share button, and please hit that subscribe button as well. So I will go for my predictions very, very quickly as well. So I'm going to go for Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 0, Burnley 2, Brighton 1, Newcastle United 2, Southampton 0, Fulham 0, West Ham 2, Manchester United 2, Everton 1, Tottenham 2, West Brom 0, Wolves 1, Leicester City 2, Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1, Sheffield United 1, Chelsea 2, Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 2. So that is it. That is match week 23 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And yeah, we will see what happens for match week 23. Some very, very good games. Obviously, Liverpool, Manchester City is the key game for sure. But you've got Wolves, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Sheffield United, Chelsea. That's a good Super Sunday for you, for sure. And then we've got Aston Villa, Arsenal, Newcastle, Southampton, Fulham, West Ham. There's some very, very good games on here this week for sure. So if you want to leave any more comments in the chat, any questions you have, then just leave them in the chat. And if not, then yeah, we'll see what happens. So Sebastian has said both teams like to score a lot. I think that's about Leeds and Crystal Palace. Yes, they do like to score. They do like to both score as well. 5-2 Man United. That would be quite surprised as well if that happened. A draw game unless Zaha on form, says Disdain. Possibly as well. But yeah, I am not seeing any other comments in here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to finish the live stream there. Thank you to everyone who's obviously watched this. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, having to go live because obviously of the timing of the fixtures as well. But it has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure to be live as well. But if you are watching this back, please leave your predictions in the comment section down below. So we'll see what happens for sure. But until then, it is goodbye from me. Like, share, and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Enjoy your Premier League weekend. Liverpool, Manchester City is such a big game this weekend. Sunday, will you do a watch along for Liverpool, Manchester City? I am a little bit busy on Sunday, so possibly not, but I have said to Ryan, I think Jersey Boy, I would let them know, might be on their watch along. So maybe. I can't promise anything because Sundays are quite busy for me, as we say. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you later. And yeah, we'll have a good weekend and enjoy your Premier League weekend. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for watching. Cheers.